you might be a 10 to somebody that's a 6 or a 7. Or you might be a 6 or a 7 or a 5 to somebody that's a 3. Okay? So this numbering system, to me, kind of depends on where the picker is picking from. Good morning, everybody. It's Gail P. This is probably maybe my second good morning video that I ever posted. I've made a lot of good morning videos, but I don't think I've ever posted them. So my hair is still doing pretty good. I guess this would be day three, maybe day 3 or 4. Doing really good. Haven't had any problems. I just sleep with a bonnet on. Today I am on my way to work. I'm drinking my smoothie. This is my blueberry and banana smoothie. I put cinnamon. I use Califia 3-ingredient almond milk. It's the one with the 3 at the top. That's the one I drink. I put magnesium in here, just a drop. I put cinnamon. Did I already say cinnamon? 1 banana. 2 handfuls of blueberries, but like small handfuls. And I have to stop smacking my lips. I don't know why I do that. I was watching my videos last night and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm smacking my mouth, and I'm not sure why I'm doing that. So I am consciously trying to stop doing that. So I went to the library and I got this book, Paper Collage, and I want to do a collage with you guys. See the flower vase at the bottom? So I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me get the picture. Okay, I'm back. So this is the picture that I'm going to do. I already put the boxes on here. So this is a picture of a bouquet of flowers that I bought from my aunt before she passed away. She was like in a nursing home, and I took her this bouquet of flowers, and I thought this would be pretty to try to do a collage. And this book will teach you how to make this viewfinder. So the viewfinder is 1 inch by 1 inch. And what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of magazines over here. And so you work section by section and you find the colors from the magazines, and then you cut out the square, you know, using the viewfinder. So if you guys want to follow along with me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to start it tonight because I just got another order. Well, the person paid. So I'm doing, let me go back. So I work with some ladies, and one lady asked me, did I know how to sew? And I said yes. So she brought in some pants that were ripped on the side that she wanted me to, you know, fix the rip on the side. So I did one to show her, you know, it could be done, because I really couldn't tell at work what was all going on with the pants. So sometimes you can tear the side of your pants and the fabric will start to shred, and so then you have to do some extra mending to fix the seam on the side so that you can sew it down. You don't want to sew over frayed material because it won't stay. So in order for me to fix it, I was almost about to smack my lips. I could feel myself doing it. So I have to not do that. Okay, so in order to fix the hem on the, was not the hem, the seam on the side, I take it out from the top and the bottom from where it came apart, and I look at it to see, you know, how damaged it is, if I could actually fix it. So I have 2 more pairs to do tonight. She just paid this morning, and I had another thing that's going on my Etsy is when I add a new item, it's only putting 1, and I didn't realize that. So I'm going to need to go through my Etsy page and increase the quantities of my patches, because somebody might want to buy 2 and there's only 1. I had a lady write me last night and say I wanted to get 2, but it was only 1. And I was like, oh. So I had to go back and fix the quantities. So this is my entrepreneur life. It's only me. I'm doing all of the designing, the digitizing, everything. So I am a solo entrepreneur. And daily I'm learning and teaching myself new activities because that really keeps me going. I really enjoy doing arts and crafts. I really do. So part of this is trying to keep up with the demand of that. And also, you know, I work. It's not a full-time job, but some days, some weeks it is. Like this week, I work every day, except yesterday. Not Monday, I didn't work my day. So I work today. You know, I'm getting ready to go now, but I have this little bit left in my blender, so I'm just gonna drink this, and then the other is in a cup already. I cleaned out my water jug, and then I said, oh, I want to talk to them about this. So I was printing it on this side, but I forgot to turn on the color. So we're going to start working on this. So if you want to know how to start doing make a viewfinder, this is a 4x4 piece of, see, this is a back of something that I had. So it's just 4x4, and then in the middle just cut out a 1x1 square. You're gonna need a X-Acto knife. You're gonna need some glue. Like everything is in this book. So if you have a library, maybe you can go and rent the book. I'll show the book again. It's by Samuel Price, Paper Collage Workshop, and I just really love this dog that he did. I really love that picture of the dog. That's collage. It looks so good. And I've been wanting to learn how to do this because I want to learn how to do it with fabric. I really wanted to do this collage with fabric, but I said, let me start with paper so that I can get going with it. But eventually, I want to do collages with fabric. But you have to learn how to do like the lights in the dark so you can create the shadows. You know, when you see, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name right now, but she does the really big collages with people, and when you look at the fabrics that she's using and how she's putting the colors together, it's so dope. And I didn't realize the viewfinder, because I just never really thought, like, how are they putting these colors together like that to make it look exactly like the image? And it's just finding the right fabrics, the right colors to make your image, your artwork piece look the way you want it to look. So you have to get started. Actually, this is like difficult. He actually started with these circles. And maybe we should do the circles first. I always go for the most difficult part of a craft. So I really need to probably do the circles first. So we can start with doing the circles, and I'll show you that later. Hopefully I'll get out early today like I did yesterday, and then we can get started with the circles and finding papers and doing all the things. I do have a large piece of artwork over here I need to work on, and I haven't touched in a week. So I have a lot going on, and a lot of people say, you just got too much going on. Not to me, because I like to move around. So when I get tired of doing that, I can come and do this, and then this, and I can go do something else. I can work on my filing. Like, I don't ever just work on one thing at a time, because I'm just not built that way. So when I listen to this video back, hopefully I didn't smack so much. And I will come back and talk to you guys when I get back home, okay? So hope you have a great day. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Peace. All right, what's up, everybody? It's the end of the day, and I worked very hard today. So I just want to talk to y'all about these prices. So there's an area in Houston, it's called Harwin, and that is usually where I go and buy like bulk items, stuff that I need to use for shipping. So I messed around and forgot to order my bubble mailers And I ran out of bubble melons. My orders are picking up and trial. So I ordered some bubble melons from Amazon and they won't be here until tomorrow. I got 2 orders today. And I'm gonna tell you how ghetto I was yesterday. So I went to Hobby Lobby and bought these 2 pink mailers, but they were so big, so I cut them in half and made 2 separate mailers. It's so ghetto. I mean, I made it look decent, but that's not how I like sending out my stuff. You know, I have a whole little process of how I package my patches and everything. So I just went to Office Depot. I looked up online to see if anybody had them for one. So I went to Office Depot. Child, why did I go in there and 6 by 9 bubble wrap mailers were $10, and I was like, oh no. So y'all, I had to go in Target, and I don't know, I just be feeling some kind of way when I go in Target now. Like, I rarely go in there. I'm walking all over because I haven't been in there in such a long time. And I go over to where the mailing items are, and they're 99 cents. So I bought 3 just in case I happen to get an order tonight while I'm working on the 2. So I bought 3 mailers for 99 cents. $3. That's all I wanted to pay. Now I could have driven to Harwin, which this is like high traffic now, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to drive all the way over there. And this girl is gonna make me miss the not traffic. Go and get out of my way. So anyway, okay, now I'm going home. I'm so exhausted and I'm tired. I have one of my supervisor at my job wanted his logo on his vest, so I'm going to do that when I get home. I have to do those 2 pair of pants. I think I talked about it in my video this morning. So I'm going to stitch this together because this is my little vlog for today, guys. I didn't take the camera in. I'm still not comfortable doing that and setting it down and y'all watching me shop. Like, I just know. I just cannot right now. So, the prices. But also, you guys, I want to talk about this numbering system that people are putting on others. And have y'all noticed this? And does it explain behavior? I was just curious because, you know, the girls want to know. Like, I want to know. So I was wondering, like, when I did watch the entire video with Shannon Sharp and I forget the guy's name. Shannon Sharp and he used to play basketball from Los Angeles. Okay, right now I see his face, but I can't remember his name. But at the end of the video, so I watched this entire interview, and the entire interview they were just mostly talking about basketball stuff, right? It was interesting and everything, but they didn't get to the good part until the very maybe 10 minutes or so of the interview. And in this interview, the other gentleman, not Shannon Sharp, was saying that men should get a woman that's a 6 or a good 7, 5, 6, or 7, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, where did this number come from, and how do you determine just based on look somebody is a 6 or a 7? So I want to ask the people, do y'all know what's a 6 or a 7? Like, what determines that? What is the look of a 6 or a 7? And is it determined by your status in society? Does it have something to do with the way you look, your complexion? Like, where where is the value placed and where is this number coming from in particular. So again, I'm not really bothered by this numbering system, but I would really like for guys to like go in depth about how they come to the number. And you would hate for them to have to put up photographs of what they consider a 6 or 7 is in their mind, because you might be a 10 to somebody that's a 6 or a 7. Or you might be a 6 or a 7 or a 5 to somebody that's a 3. Okay? So this numbering system, to me, kind of depends on where the picker is picking from. So it's just weird that people, and also we have to keep in mind that had it not been for the internet, I don't think this would be an issue or a topic, because back in the day, you either like somebody because of the way they look, you know, like I like this look, and that was your look. You see, I don't remember anybody ever really saying you a 6 or this. I think that numbering system came from that Samuel guy, Kevin Samuels. I think he started that number stuff, and I haven't watched enough of his videos to know. Just by looking at somebody, you can say, okay, this person is a 6 based on their look and how they dress today. But we have to keep in mind that when people go out and they get dressed up, so it's does the number decrease based on if you're wearing eyelashes or red lipstick, or you have a fupa, or you have, you know, like, how does the number increase and how does it decrease? Is it just like the level of attractiveness only is this number? You know, and how, like, is there any depreciation going on? You know, like, if you don't have a job, if you have more than one kid, if you just have one kid, if you went to college, do you get extra credit, and so that bumps your number up? Like, I'm trying to understand. And so if anybody knows the answer to these questions, I would love to hear your take on this. And I still haven't thought of the guy's name yet, because he was talking like heavily about Kevin Garnett. He was talking about so many people, and now I just cannot. And then some reason Cam Newton's name keeps coming up in my brain, but that's not his name. He has his own. He played for the Celtics. Okay, I'm getting hot. Okay, he played for the Boston Celtics, but he's originally from California. Come on with his name in my brain. Come on. Boston Celtics. Oh, I cannot think of his name right now. I cannot stand that. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be the last video. Maybe it will, because I need to eat. I'm very hungry. I really don't feel like cooking anything. I think I still have enough of my leftovers to eat. I think I do. I think I need to add something is making me itch. And when I don't eat it, I don't itch. So I think I'm just eating too much of it. So I'm trying to like change up my dietary intake in the morning. What is this guy's name? I can't think of his name right now. So I will talk to you guys maybe later. Maybe I'll do a end of the night video. I wanted to make me a sleepy time with magnesium. So I put magnesium in my smoothie in the morning, not realizing that that might be causing me to be sleepy. I didn't realize magnesium makes you sleepy. So I'll start doing that in the evening and put it in my tea in the evening and drink it in the evening. And also I heard you can rub magnesium on your feet as well. So I might try that too. So I'm going to try some new things, and sorry for the light. That's the sun glare going across there. But I'm trying to decide, am I going to go and grab me some chicken before I go in the house? I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking. Alright guys, so I will talk to you later, and if I come back to make another video, I will. Alright, so until later, bye bye now. Have a good night. Good morning everybody. I'm driving to work, and I just had this thought come across my mind in terms of love and what it looks like, how it makes you feel. And I have a couple of different situations when people say they love you, and they say, oh, I love you so much, I'm praying for you. Think about this. If the people who say that they're praying for you actually wrote a prayer to you and texted it to you, and it was to whatever it is that you told them you were struggling with, how much more effective that would be than somebody just saying, I'm praying for you, and then you get off the phone. And just every day build them up with words, and making sure that when they go out of the house, they are looking their best, they're smelling their best, the same things you do to yourself to make sure you look your best. Part of being a parent is encouraging your child to be better and to know they're worthy. Not because of if they get an A, B, or C, not because they wash the dishes properly, just because they are a human being. You are building them up on the inside. And I think a lot of times we don't think about that as parents. We just think, oh, I'm taking care of you. But you never listen to them. You don't talk to them. You don't guide them properly. And a lot of times it's because we weren't guided properly. So why then would we turn around and do the exact same thing to our child that was done to us? And then when we get older, we expect for them to just have so much reverence for us and respect us, but you never poured into the person. It's just like being in a relationship. If you meet a guy and he's not, he said he like you, but he doesn't call you, he doesn't spend time with you, he don't take you anywhere, and then you're just waiting to be liked. And if you put that same thought into how your children look at you, you'll understand now why you feel the way you do in relationships, and why your child feels the way they do about you. Me and my son relationship, it could be a whole lot better, but I know one thing for sure, he knows that he can always call me. no matter what he's doing, no matter how he's feeling, he will always call. And that's because I talked so much when he was a kid, to the point where he would be up, he would have to go to school the next day, and he'd be like, Mom, I gotta go to school tomorrow. And I go, yeah, right. I would spend so much time talking and trying to demonstrate, but also you have to keep in mind that you are not the only influence in your child's life. Other people also influence your child. But if you take the time to talk to them, spend time with them, talk to them, spend time with them, talk to them, spend time with them, a lot of the questions could be answered. Listening is a big one that sometimes we don't do very well at parents. We have to listen. So this came across my mind today, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Hopefully you can use it with your family and your friends, children, loved ones. But yeah.